Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do 5B linear models. It's really is quite a short topic. It basically what we do is applying the linear model into everyday lives. So I'll give you a few examples. You probably remember this from the bivariate models. We could have a proportional relationship and a positive relationship, which is like a proportional relationship. So, for example, um, uh, each of us, each person would take two lollies. So the amount of, so let's draw a little graph here. So amount of lolly, amount of lolly. Let's use L to represent it, and the amount of people. Let's use P to represent it. Okay. So the more people eating lollies, the more amount of lolly we need. So you basically having a positive linear relationship, isn't it? So this is one way that we apply into the model, and another way is if you have. Let's do something slightly different. Okay. Let's say we have 1,000 mask. So we got mask. Okay. If you have 1,000 mask, and then we give each people two. Okay. So that's the amount of people. Okay. But what we have is limited. If you give if you got 1,000 masks, we give it to one person. That person get everything. Yeah. But what about we give it to 500 people? So we only half. Okay. Everyone only get two. Yeah. 1,000 to 500 people, everyone only get two. Now, if you give it to whole 1,000 people, 1,000 people, everyone would get one instead. Yeah. So as the number of people increases, the number of mass per person decreases. That is a negative linear relationship. This is what this topic is going into. And another thing of this topic is we want to look into how to model it into an equation. It's really similar to bivariates, but this time we're not using an entire table. We're not doing a scatter plot. We just give you a few data, and we can use those data to find what the model is, what the equation is. Okay. So I give you a quick example here. So I'm pretty sure you guys know how to read those diagrams. So all you need to do is just crossing it and to find the number. So have a look at this. So 30 Australian dollar to pound. So we got Australian dollar on the bottom, pounds on top. So all you need to do is find 30 and go up to the line, and then from the line we go across and to see where that hit. It looks like it's 18 pounds. Because we don't have a really accurate thing here, we can just guess. So 18, 19, 17, they're all correct. Yeah. So for 50, I think you guys can do the 50 is go up to the line here and go across, look like it's 30. Okay. Now we also normally got asked from converting pound to Australian dollar. It's a really good linear model here too. Okay. So we got 20 pounds, and then we go whoopsie, go 20 here, we go across and hit this one and go down. It looked like what, 33? Yeah, it looked like 33. And then 10 pounds to Australian dollar. So 10 is here, the Australian dollars go across, and then you go down. It looked like what, 16, 17. Let's do 17 anyway. Yep. Okay, cool. So we know how to convert. This is not the we know how to read a diagram. This is simple, but the other part is find the gradient. Find the gradient part. If you remember when we do the triangle thing, to find the gradient, we want to see how big that is and how big that is. So let's say, right. Let's say this is the height, then this is the base, so the gradient is the one on top divided by one on the bottom. Okay. So it's always the vertical. Let's do vertical and horizontal. Vertical and horizontal. Okay. So vertical over horizontal. Okay. Similar to this one. I'm going to draw oh, there's a triangle here already, and we want to get the most accurate number, so the one that is actually hitting the lines, I'll use that. Right. So I'm just going to go map this out here. Okay, you got this one. Be nice. Okay, so if you have a look here, this is what 30, and this is 50. So we use vertical divided by horizontal. So m is 30 over 50, and I think that is what? That's 0.6. Okay, that's the gradient. Easy. Now, you can pause this video and give it a go first, but no, this one is kind of slightly different. I'll give you another example later on. Okay. Now for this one, you got the equation here. All you need to do is do table value before you put in that, or sometimes you can just go straight away. But let's do it to the book. Okay, we do table value. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. They asked to go from 0 to 4. Yeah, we do that, and then that is where A is age and V is value in thousands. So basically the value times 1,000. Okay, so we just do substitution here. V equals negative 4A plus 20. So we substitute in zeros. A is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, plus 20, so it's 20. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4, plus 20 is 16, and 12, and 8, and 4. Okay, well, we got a few numbers. That's good. Now this is done. The second bit asks you to draw a graph. Well, let's do the basic for a graph first. We need the axis, so that, and we also need that. Okay, we go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go from 0. So well, we got 20 here, and the maximum is 20 anyway. So we go up to the top. So 20. So 5, 10. Wait, no, that's right. No, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, good one here. Anyway, let's get started. Do a few points. Okay, doing that. First one, 0 is 20, 1 is 16, 2 is 12, 3 is 8, 4 is 4. Okay, we've got a straight line. Oh, pretty nice straight line. Okay, so we got V equals negative 4A plus 20. Okay. Oh, we forgot something, the legends and titles. Okay, so on the side here, that's values, and we need to times $1,000. Okay, so the top is 20,000, the bottom that is the 2,000. Okay, on the bottom is age. The unit is year, so always write what it is and what the unit is. Okay, so that is really important. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, we can that is done. Now we can do the rest of the questions. Initial value is when time is 0, so it's 20 grand. When the machine go to 15, so go down to 15 here. That looks like that. Looks like 1.5 here. No, not 1.5 is what? 1.75? No, 1.25. Yep, there's 1.25 years. 1.25 year. Okay. The value of machine is 3.5 years. 3.5 is this one. It looks like 6,000. The value after 2 years, after 2 is 12. So 12,000. Okay. What will machine go with half? 20 half is 10, so that is 2.5 years. So 2.5 years. Okay. And mostly just read off the table as long as you get the graph right. Okay. Let's move on. So this one I'm pretty sure you guys can just do yourself. But But there's something that is slightly that's not like too straightforward, which is look at A here. Find formula with C in charge. So how much it costs in terms of time. Okay, so the thing is $18 per hour. So is 18 times and so $80 per hour. Yeah, so 80 times hour, which is T. Okay, and $50 to call. So 50 is every time you call you charge 50. So 50 is a fixed price, and then C is the cost. So every time you call is $50 plus $80 per hour. That's basically what that is. Okay. This really good indication is per hour is the one that need a time say hour, and the other one is fixed. Yeah. B, draw a graph C against T. Okay, well I can quickly draw this. Now let me start from there. T is hour, so time, and hour, and then we got what cost, and that's dollar. Okay. We go how many hours we do. Well, let's do 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then the cost, well, it's charged for 50, so I start from 50 here, and then that will be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay, and then to do a rest, you can do substitute in the value in here to draw a diagram. But for me, I think there was a really easy one because my increments is 50, so I want something that go up to 100, go up to hundreds. So I know that 80 times 5 is 400, so 450. So we have 1 point here, and once you go up to 5 years, 5 times 80 is 400, so 450, so it will be here. So I just do a quick shortcut here. Just find the fixed point. You only need 2 points to draw a straight line, so that's easy to draw that graph. Yeah. Now see, calculate the cost. You do use the diagram, but I don't think that is that accurate, so I'm just going to use calculation here. Okay, T is use blue, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Hours and 45 minutes. If you don't remember how to convert hours minutes, you can just use the calculator. Okay, so calculator, you got 2 hour and 45 minutes. So if you hit enter, you can convert that to 2.75. Okay, is 2.75 hours. Okay, all you need to do is substitution. 80 times 2.75 plus 50. I need to calculate that again. It's a little bit windy outside. Okay, so 80 times 2.75 plus 50, so is 270. So it's $270. Simple. Right, the last one here, this one's a little bit really similar to what we did in last lesson 5a, how to find the equation of a straight line. So I'm just going to write those out first because yeah, now normally dollar is always the thing that we're interested in, so we call that those one we're interested in, and we call them Y. So why we interested. Yeah, so we just write down the 2 pound numbers. So 600 is $35, so let's just write this out. 800 is $47. Okay, we write this out first. So that's a Y, the other one must be X. Okay, so the first set is X1 Y1, the second one is X2 Y2. Okay, if you remember, define a gradient, M is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you got 47 minus 35 over 800 minus 600. So is 12 over 200, so is 0.06. Should be correct, yeah. Just keep the calculator up. I'm losing my voice. 12 divided by 200. 0106. Good. Now we got that part. We can just move on. Now, if you remember this another equation, we can just remove the y2 and make a y. If you don't remember this, please go back to 5a. And we kind of done this last lesson, okay? Now we just substitute in. So we got, let me do it here. M is 0.06 equals to y minus y1 here is 35. And then x minus x1 here is 600. Okay, we just times both sides by x minus 600. So 0.06 x minus 600 equals to y minus 35. Times both in, you got 0.06x minus I think is 36 because of y minus 35. We want y by itself, so you move these to the other side. So you got 0.06x minus 36 plus 35, so minus 1 equals to y. So we find the equation of y equals to 0.06x minus 1. The x here is the y here is the cost, so c equals to the number of paper is n, so 0.06 n minus 1. We're just talking in their language in here, so this is a. For b, we're looking at how much it costs to do 1,000, so which is basically n equals 1,000. So c equals 0.06 times 1,000 minus 1, so 60 minus 1 is 59. And that's the answer, okay? And the homework is those 3 questions. I kind of make a little bit more, just so you guys can practice a little bit more. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.